We welcome my live show. Today I'll speak about the fee waiver application. Now, so far we know, and many of you know as well, the fee waiver application or NHS fee exemption application is available only for human rights application, but this is not to be the case. Fee waiver even available for British nationality, leave to enter, leave to remain. For example, if you want to apply for your parents, adult dependent parents, to come to the UK, then you can also make an application for fee waiver. Now, leave to enter for adult dependent parents, adult dependent family member, are very the home office fee is very a significant amount of fee you need to pay for NHS fee and leave to enter home office visa if you make an application from outside the UK. However, the provision is available. Today, I'll introduce how and you can make this application, whether you make an application for leave to enter within the UK, or if you if you want to make an application for leave to remain within the UK, or if you want to make an application outside the UK for leave to enter, for example, as a spouse, as a partner, as a child, or if you want to make an application for naturalization, British citizenship, some circumstance, you can get fee waiver application to save the huge amount of fee, but as soon as you satisfy the eligibility requirement. So I'll show you and introduce in this short video what types of fee waiver visa is available for this route, which visa if you leave to apply for leave to enter or remain, if you want to make an application, but if you can afford home office fee or NHS fee, irrespective of whether you are in the UK, or if you want to sponsor your family member from outside the UK and they need to make a fee waiver application, then they can benefit from this video. So in this video, I'll show you in the screen what are the eligibility requirement and which visa is eligible for fee waiver or NHS fee exemption. I'll be back after a short break. So as I said, today I'll speak about fee waiver for British nationality, fee waiver for leave to enter, fee waiver application for leave to remain. Now, I'll show the screen first which visa is available for fee waiver. So first is so first application for let me start with British nationality. So it's really surprising in many of you that if you made an application for British nationality, which is nearly £1,330 or 1,000 something for a child, visa you need to home office fee you need to pay. However, your child could become a British national without paying the home office fee. So first, because I'll speak three circumstances: one for British nationality, the second one is for leave to enter, and the third one for leave to remain. Now, as I said, it's not only for human rights application. In many form of application, you could be eligible for fee waiver. So you don't need to pay any home office fee or NHS fee if you can establish the criteria or eligibility requirement. Now, for British nationality, you can request a fee waiver if you are aged under 18 and are applying for registration as a British citizen. The fee waiver request can include one or more children with same person, parents or legal guardian. So this is the first criteria if you want to register your child as a British citizen. Now, when you have to register your child as a British citizen is, for example, if you have currently you have a limited leave to remain, subsequently you got ILR, you settle in the UK, or for example under EU settlement scheme, those EU nationals or the family member who has got the settled status. Once you get settled status, and if your child is under 18 years old, then you can register them as a British citizen. If you have ILR, and if any child born in the UK, the child will automatically become a British citizen. But if you are on limited leave to remain or pre-settled status under the EU settlement scheme, if any child born, they will not become a British citizen automatically. However, once you get the settled status or ILR, you can register your under 18 child as a British citizen. And when you want to register them, you need to pay Home Office fee, currently £1,000. However, you can make an application to the Home Office for exemption, and if you are eligible, you'll get exemption. Now, moving to next category, I'll speak about for anti-clearance visa. Now, anti-clearance visa is very expensive compared to leave to remain. Now, leave to remain and leave to enter. Now, anti-clearance visa is basically those people who want to come to the UK. They need to make an application from their home country for leave to enter. For example, a spouse want to invite his spouse or her husband or wife, her wife or her husband. Now, if you are eligible, your spouse can make an application for fee waiver. For example, if you have an adult dependent family member, for example, your parents, you want to bring them, they need to make an application for anti-clearance visa from outside the UK. They can make an application for fee waiver NHS fee exemption. Now, let me give you some information which applicant, what category of people or applicant or person is eligible for fee waiver. Now, these for anti-clearance visa is as a partner or child of a member HM forces. Anyway, HM forces is not cover much or many of you watching, but mainly is relevant is here under Appendix FM. Under Appendix FM family member, the sponsor is present and settled in the UK. So those applicants who basically make an application under Appendix FM, they for leave to enter, they are eligible for fee waiver or NHS fee exemption. Now the question is, who is eligible or who can make an application under Appendix FM? So let me show you who is eligible under Appendix FM. So let me stop the screen and I'll show you the screen again, which will give you an idea who basically is eligible, who can make an application, or Appendix FM, who are the people who can make an application under Appendix FM. So under Appendix FM, family life with partners. So partner is under partner application spouse visa. So based on personal relationship, husband wife, they can make an application for fee waiver for leave to enter. And then anyway, this application for leave to enter, victim of domestic violence, they can make an application. Anyway, they don't need to pay any fee. It's covered the legal aid cover as well, domestic abuse cases. I mean, if anyone want to make an application as a victim of domestic abuse for ILR. Now, family life as a child, of a person with limited leave as a parent, partner or parent. So if your child want to make an application, whether leave to enter or remain, they will get a fee waiver. They will get fee waiver or NHS fee exemption. Family life family life as a parents of a child in the UK. So if you are a parent and if your child is British or settled in the UK, and if you want to make an application for leave to enter, you can make an application. You are eligible for fee waiver for leave to enter application. Then adult relatives. Now adult dependent relatives is cover very wide area of adult dependents. So mainly is parents. So if your parents want to make an application, then they can make also for fee waiver or NHS fee exemption. So these are the criteria where they can make an application for fee waiver application for leave to enter. Now the second category is, I'm going back to my last page, by having refugee or humanitarian protection in the UK. So they can eligible. Now next category applies. Okay, so next category I'll discuss about leave to remain. Leave to remain is basically those people who are in the UK already. So if you are already in the UK and if you want to make an application to continue your leave in the UK, then you can make an application for fee waiver. Now in the UK it is very difficult to many people who cannot afford the home office fee. Now as I said that this is not only limited to human rights application. Now I'll explain you basically what category it covers. So if you want to make an application for leave to remain in the UK on the basis of your for example, as a partner, as a parent of a British child who is settled in the UK, or if you are a dependent child based on your family life or private life in the UK. Now you can make an application for fee waiver or NHS fee exemption, or any human rights ground. So this is very wide. Now human rights ground, when it's on human rights ground, so under any article 2 if you want to make an application on medical grounds, under article 3 if you want to make an application under article 6, under article 8, so whatever human rights law involved, as soon as you can fit your application under any human rights. Now majority of us, we know human rights means only article 8, private and family life, but one of the important thing is human rights is not only article 8 in terms of immigration. You can make an application under article 2, you can make an application under article 8, article 6, article 5. So whatever is, for example, right to torture, medical grounds, right to life, right to unlawful detention. So if you have anything in your mind that you could be prosecuted if you were required to return back home, rather than seek asylum, you can make an application on human rights ground. I always advise my client that asylum is the last trump card, but you shouldn't use it in the first place, because asylum you can use on emergency anytime, rather than try to settle or make an application on human rights ground. I understand many people cannot afford the home office fee, and they're unable to make an application for continue their leave. However, you can make an application to the home office for fee waiver first, and then once the home office granted your fee waiver and NHS fee exemption, then you can make this application free of charge. And human rights application is, if you can put all the effort, all the evidence, there is a good chance to get a positive result rather than asylum. Because from my experience, majority asylum application home office refuse, especially from Asia, Africa. Majority application home office refused. Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, on the ground of credibility. And the home office, from my experience, is my opinion, from there is a tendency in the home office caseworker, negative tendency that the applicant is not credible. Sometimes I see from the refusal letter is copy and paste. So those caseworker who work in human rights department, those who make a decision on the basis of human rights, there is a good chance, because that success rate is higher. So my advice will be, if you have any concern under Article 2, right to life, or Article 3 on medical grounds, or any other, if you have a because you will use care to back your home country, because you will face bad treatment from your government, or from the law enforcement agency, or from the community, from the society. For example, if you are gay, you will face serious trouble on return to your home country. If you are from a Muslim country, if you are from Bangladesh, Pakistan, Arab country, so you can use Article 3 to make an human rights application rather than run for asylum. So this is basic information. But anyway, also if you want to make an application on discretionary leave, for example, set O application, you can, or if you want to make an application leave outside the immigration rules. Now, leave outside the immigration rules is very wide. It's cover almost everything which is not specified in any application form. So these are the area where you can make an application for fee waiver, NHS fee exemption, get free everything, make an application, and then if you are lucky, if everything is good, you will get leave to remain. Now, one of the important advantage of fee waiver is, if your fee waiver grant by the Home Office, if your application is successful, then you will get access to public fund as well. So you will able to claim benefit, universal credit, housing from local authority. So next one, I'll tell you what the eligibility later, but let me say then the extend your leave to someone who has refused the asylum, humanitarian protection, granted discretionary leave instead. Extend your leave as a person who has granted leave as a victim of trafficking or slavery. Now, this is very wide area where you can make application for fee waiver. Now, so these are the three criteria. One is application for leave to stay in the UK. If you want to make an application for continue to live in the UK on any human rights ground and other area, you can make an application for fee waiver and NHS fee exemption. Second category, I said, if you want to make an application under Appendix FM to come to the UK, you can make an application for fee waiver and NHS fee exemption. And third one, I said, if you want to make an application to register your child as a British citizen who is under 18 years old, you can make an application for fee waiver. So these are the new extension of fee waiver application. Now, the reason I said is extension, because before we used to make an application for fee waiver is only limited to human rights ground, very limited, and before COVID it was less, success rate was very less. But since the COVID and during the COVID, the fee waiver application success is very high, and it is very good for those who have limited leave to remain. The reason is why, because many of you don't have access to public fund, and if you have a family, if you have a children in the UK, and if you want to extend your visa, it will cost you 12,000 pounds, where the last 2.5 years you don't have access to public fund. Whatever you earn, you spend this money for paying rent and buy food for your family, and after 2.5 years later you need to pay 12,000 home office fee, which sometimes is impossible. And because of these people, the Home Office introduced fee waiver application. It's not directly they introduced, basically this was following a court order from the UK Supreme Court that fee waiver policy actually breach human rights. So, and then they make it more flexible policy, publish the new policy guidelines. And if you are a genuine destitute, this is what I'm going to explore about the eligibility requirement. If you are a genuine destitute, you will get fee waiver. Now, as a professional, from my experience, what I face sometimes is people have 3-4 bank account. When they come to a solicitor, they said, well, I have only 2 bank account, so I see there is no money in that bank account. I advise them, yes, you have a good chance to get fee waiver. You make an application, and what the Home Office do, they have access to all your record. They go to the Experian or other credit score agency and check how many bank account you have. So you said I have 2 bank account, you give the bank statement over to, and then the Home Office send the email to me and asking, Mr. Ahmed, your client have another 2 bank account in HSBC and Lloyds Bank. Please send your bank statement. And I saw that you have a bank statement, and you have a money on there, 8,000 pounds saving. If this is the situation, you will not get fee waiver application. So you have to be honest. If you have any money in your bank accounts, and if the Home Office see this, that you can pay this money, use this money to pay the Home Office fee or NHS fee, they will not give you fee waiver. Now, many people come and say, well, this is not my money, it's money from my borrow for someone. Well, this is not a credible explanation to the Home Office. So that's what you have to be careful. Now, if you want to make an application for fee waiver, what I would recommend, you should speak to a lawyer, a solicitor, at least couple of months before you make this application. Now, the reason is this, at least 6 months before. Now, why I'm asking to see a solicitor before 6 months before you make this your original leave to remain expire, because I met one of my client last week, and gentleman is really as destitute. He work only less than 24 hours. He have 3 British child, and he's on universal credit. And he came to me, so I advised to fee waiver application, and then I advised to bring all the document. And he was eligible. He is a person who is really destitute, that he is eligible. And when I check his document, I see he's a bank nearly 7,000, 8,000, 10,000 pounds savings. So I advise that you will not get fee waiver. You are a destitute, but you have a saving in your bank account. So the reason is why I'm saying, because I need to submit 6-month bank statement to the Home Office. So if you come and see me 6 months early before your leave to remain expired, then if you get this advice from me or any solicitor, then you can make yourself prepare for fee waiver by this period. The question is when you should make this application. When you should make this application for fee waiver? Well, fee waiver application you can make any time before your expire, but my recommendation is make this application 28 days, within the 28 days before your visa expire. Now, don't make this application too early, because you will get this decision within 2 months, less than 2 months, sometimes 1 month. Now, if you get a decision 28 days before your visa expire, then you will not able to use this fee waiver advantage, because you can make only an application 28 days before your visa expires. So bear in mind. So my advice will be make this fee waiver application 28 days before your visa expire, or within the 28 days. Now, one of the question always people confused is, well, if I make an application and if the decision not come before my visa expire, what will happen to me? Will I be an overstay? The answer is straightforward, no. You'll not be overstay, because under Immigration Act 1971, which are what I say actually constitution of all immigration rules, immigration law. So immigration rules section 3C state that if you make any application before your visa expire, leave to remain expire, or during your valid leave to remain, then your condition of your visa will continue until Home Office make a decision, or if you do appeal against the decision, then until the final appeal resolve, your term and condition of your visa will continue. That means if you make an application fee waiver or NHS fee exemption, and if your visa expire before the decision come, then your leave to remain will continue. So no worry, even if your visa expire. Now, what will happen if the Home Office refused your fee waiver application? Well, if Home Office refuse your application, still Section 3C will cover you. What the Home Office do, whether they grant your application or refuse your application, Home Office give 10 days to submit a new application. So if Home Office grant your fee waiver application, they will give you a code by email, and you need to make an application, submit an application to the Home Office within 10 working days, because this code is valid for 10 days. So within 10 days, you need to submit your leave to remain. If the Home Office refused your fee waiver application, again, Home Office will give you 10 days. Within these 10 days, you need to make an application for leave to remain by paying the Home Office or NHS fee. So this is all the question about. If you have any question, please feel free to call to our office to make an appointment. I have office in Milton Keynes, and also I work in London. So either office I'm available. Just give a ring, make an appointment anytime. So thank you who watch this video, and today basically I explained about fee waiver. So if you want to make an application leave to enter, for example, many people whose partner live in outside the UK, and because they cannot fulfill the requirement, because they cannot pay the huge amount of Home Office fee, and they are separated, the family. Wives live in the UK, husband live in Ghana. Wife live in Bangladesh, husband live in the UK. Especially I know many single mother, they has a partner, they separated for some reason from their partner. Now they have a partner in back home, somewhere in Nigeria or Ghana or Liberia or Bangladesh, Pakistan. Unfortunately, they cannot bring them, or the spouse cannot make an application for leave to enter because they don't have money to pay the 2-3 lakh rupee or 2-3,000 pound, 2-3,000 pound. However, you can take the advantage of fee waiver and make an application. Thank you, Sagi Sheikh Kalbai. I hope you are waiting to welcome your parents. You watch most of my video, and many of you watching from different platform. So hopefully this information will help you to understand what is fee waiver application. Now, last thing, sorry, I forget, which is eligibility requirement. Who can make fee waiver application? Now, fee waiver application can make basically those who are destitute. So the word destitute means is those that is explained furthermore, explored by the immigration rules and the policy guidelines, is those people who doesn't have enough money to pay the home office or NHS fee, number one, or those people, those applicant who hasn't got enough money to pay rent or buy the foods for their family. So basically, if your income, expenditure and income show that your earnings is less than your expenditure. For example, you receive universal credit £2,000 and you earning £1,000 from your work, so your wages is £1,000, so total your earnings of your family is £3,000. You pay rent £1,500, for food £1,000, for utility bills, water bills, council tax bills, gas bills, you pay another £1,000, £3,500. So, and food and other expenses, car insurance. So now everything prices goes up. So everything. So many people are struggling. So if the calculations show that your expenditure is higher than your earnings. So in the home office application form, there is two sections. One section is dealing with your earnings, source of earnings, employment, universal credit from people, neighbors, friend, family, charity. So you will give a calculation of your total earnings one side. The other side is it will show the calculation of your expenditure, including your pocket money, gas bill, electricity bill, council tax bills, rent, food, clothes, mobile expense, TV subscription, broadband, everything. So everything you need to write over there. And if that both calculations show that your earnings is less than your expenditure, then you are a destitute. As soon as you can satisfy this, you will get fee waiver. Now, if you just write it in the application form, you will not get the fee waiver. You need to provide evidence. For example, if you claim I pay gas bill £30 a month, you need to provide the copy of your bill. If you say I earn £1,000 per month, you need to provide your bank statement, you need to provide your pay slips. So everything what you write, you need to provide evidence. So thank you very much. It's nearly midnight. Everyone, good night. Have a good sleep. I give this update to let the people know, to sharing information only. This is not a legal advice. If you need advice, please see a solicitor. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.